Welcome to What Would You Do? The series where one impossible decision creates another. Yesterday, you made your choice. If you haven't watched day one, stop and go back. Most of you said, open the door. You chose to save Dan and his daughter Sophie. Maybe it was the right choice, maybe it wasn't, because now it's day 2, 0 hours, midnight. No moon, no stars, just darkness. The power went out hours ago. The only light comes from a few candles sitting on the kitchen table. Nobody speaks. Nobody sleeps. You can't. Outside you hear them. Scratch, 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 and then bang! Something slams against the front door. Sophie jumps. Dan wraps her arms around her. You slowly peek through the crack on the blinds. 1, 2, 5, 8 zombies. Maybe more, hiding in the darkness. They wander around your house, dragging their feet through the gravel, slamming into walls, scratching long grooves into the wooden siding on the side of the house. You stare at their hands. Most of their fingernails are gone, torn away, nothing but bloody tips, still scraping, still clawing, as if they don't even feel pain anymore. The sound is unbearable. Scratch, scratch, scratch. It never stops. Was saving them a mistake? Dan quietly breaks silence. I'm sorry. Everyone looks at him. They followed us. His voice cracked. If we hadn't come here, they never would have found our house. Nobody answers, because everyone is thinking the same thing. Would you have been safer if you never opened the door? Sophie suddenly speaks. I'm glad you did. The room falls silent. You gather everything onto the kitchen table. 6 cans of soup, 4 cans of beans, 1 box of crackers, a half jar of peanut butter, 2 bottles of water, 3 flashlights, a hunting knife, a hammer, and a baseball bat. Also, there's 27 rounds for your old deer rifle. No medicine, no first aid kit. No way to replace any of that. Dan empties his backpack. A loaf of bread, 3 granola bars, a flashlight, a lighter, 1 bottle of water, and that's it. You begin doing the math. 5 people, maybe enough food for 3 days, if everyone eats carefully, unless Sophie gets hungry. Food isn't actually the biggest problem, water is. The faucet still works for now, but nobody knows how long that will last. The power is already gone. If the water treatment plant shuts down, the taps could stop at any moment, or worse, the water could become contaminated. If you need containers, we need to fill all of them, so everyone's grabbing a bucket, the cooler, everything, the bowls, every cup, even the bathtub, the empty soda bottles, and the trash even. Rinse them out, fill them all with water, because once the water stops, that's all we'll have. What would you do? Would you stay and conserve every drop, or risk going outside to find more containers before it's too late? Around 3 a.m, static suddenly fills the room. Shh. The weather radio comes to life. Shh. If anyone can hear this, shh. Avoid population centers. Shh. Do not engage the infected. Shh. Bite transmissions confirmed. Shh. National Guard units have been. Shh. Then silence. Dan slowly lowers the radio. What did they say? You didn't hear the rest? Did the National Guard win? Did they lose? Retreat? Nobody knows. Sunlight finally breaks through the cracks in the boards covering the windows. You carefully peek outside. The zombies are still there. 1 pounds against the garage door. Another sits in the front yard staring at nothing. A third is chewing on something. You don't want to know what that is. The smell outside is already changing. Rot. Death. summer heat. You close the curtain, the truck. I remember the old pickup truck beside the barn. It has a half a tank of gas. If I could reach it, we could escape, or at least make a supply run. There's just one problem: the 8 zombies that stand between us and the barn. Dan thinks you should wait until night. You think daylight gives you the better chance to see. Sophie quickly asks, "What if they hear the truck start?" Nobody answers because everyone knows they will. Eventually someone has to leave. Food won't magically appear, water won't refill itself, Madison won't walk through the front door. The closest gas station is 5 miles away, grocery store 7, hardware 8. Each one could be empty or worse, filled with infected. If you go, what would you bring back? Food, medicine, fuel, tools, weapons? Every item you can carry means leaving something else behind. Every extra minute outside increases your chance of never coming home. What would you do? Just before sunset, you hear something new. Not scratching, not growling, an engine far away. Near gunshots, 3 of them, 4. Then silence. You're not alone. Other survivors are out here. But are they friendly or desperate? Dan wants to signal them, but you're not sure. If fire could attract help, it could also attract hundreds of zombies or worse. People willing to kill them for our cans of beans. Would you reveal your location or stay hidden? Everyone gathers around the kitchen table. Tomorrow someone has to leave. No more waiting, no more hoping. One person stays with Sophie, one watches the house, the others make the run. But before anyone moves, you ask the most important question. If this was your house, what would you do? Would you sneak out through the woods? Fight your way to the truck? Wait for rescue? Or abandon everything before the horde grows even larger? Outside, another loud bang shakes the front door. The boards creak. The windows rattle. One zombie lets out a loud, terrifying groan. You grip the baseball bat tighter. Everything changes tomorrow, because tomorrow is the 3rd day. It's a supply run. Not everyone is guaranteed to make it back. What would you do? Leave your plan in the comments. Your choices. They might decide who lives and dies. Also, should we leave tonight or in the morning? Leave your comments. Thank you.